And we're live.
You caught me by surprise. Surprise, why is it blue?
It'll come now. It's just a little delay on the stream.
Delay. Delay.
There you are.
And?
You are live.
Oh. Hi. You sneak up on me like that. Welcome to the Destiny Hour with Paul. Psychic, guidance counselor, taking your questions and giving you advice and guidance on life, love, career, anything that's on your mind. So, if you feel like you want to drop a comment and you need clarity, then do so. In the background, we have the person that's in my foreground, and that's Shay. Hello, Shay.
Hello, Paul.
Are you going to sing and dance for us tonight?
Might if there's no quarters.
How are you?
I can't complain. How are you?
Fine, thank you. We're live from Johannesburg, and we do this every night at 8 o'clock. The idea is to help and guide people as best as we can. I'm a full-time psychic, so I'm privileged enough to do this every day. So this is my way of helping or advising or giving back in some way. So I'm inviting your comments or calls and guide you as best we can. With that, it's the first Pepsi sip. Good evening.
Just making sure that I've got everybody added. I think it's going to be a little bit of a slow start, but who knows? We'll see how it goes.
Okay, yeah, Shay is just trying to get a watch party going and trying to invite people. So we're slowly getting off the mark. I do hope and trust that you will comment. If you're all not on dates today, because it's restaurant day and flower day and chocolate day for a lot of people. For myself, it is a sitting here day waiting for you. So have some consideration and drop some comments. Okay. Yeah.
I apologize for the feedback. There we go. Sorted.
Okay, we're live. Smooth. Are we smooth?
Yeah, smooth.
Okay. So invite your comments. I hope that it's streaming nicely now and you can see. Welcome wherever you are from around the world. We're live in Johannesburg, waiting for you to log on and give us some questions. Shay, you type too hard. You can hear it all over the world.
It's not really my problem, is it?
You really have to do softer tick-ticks. Okay.
Right.
Who are you talking to, Shay?
Just trying to sort out something.
Oh, we've got technical issues. So if you have just tuned in, welcome to the Destiny Hour with Paul. We're inviting questions, comments. Shay's talking to herself and typing loud. I can hardly hear myself think.
Got a lovely comment from Champagne saying Happy Valentine's Day.
Champagne, thank you so much. That is beautiful. Happy Valentine's Day to you too. I hope it's a peaceful one, you know. I wish you peace. Don't put too much value on this day. It's just a day, okay?
A greeting from Estelle. Hello, Paul and Shay.
Hello, Estelle. How are you? Behaving yourself? How is the weather down at that place?
Champagne asks,
By the sea.
can we get an update? Do you see that X on his way or planning to come today so I can be prepared?
You want to get the boxing gloves out there, Champagne? Let's have a little look to try and confirm. I do, actually, Champagne. Prime time. It's between 5 and 7 today. You're in the States, right? So between 5 and 7. I think he's going to make an attempt. So hide under the bed, if you can, between 5 and 7. Or switch off your phone. Or take the gift and say thanks, you're busy. And Estelle, I hope you're doing all right. I know it's been a rough week with all the politics of tenants going on. But I'm sure there'll be a conclusion after you buy that gun. Self-defense always works in a court. I shot the tenants because they didn't pay. Oh, it's fine. It was self-defense. Protecting my wallet. So, but no, seriously, in all seriousness, it will come to a conclusion after a bit of shouting and screaming. So rest assured.
I'm just making a nice little thing, trying to get people to comment. It's a bit slow tonight.
Yeah, everybody's high on love.
For some reason, the stream on your Facebook page keeps skipping, and I don't understand why. It's something I'm going to have to take up with Facebook themselves.
So we've got a sticky stream.
Champagne says, I will be prepared. I'll give you an update next time I get to speak to you.
Okay, Champagne, which will be tomorrow. We won't drop you. We'll still be here. Although Saturdays have been very quiet. You know, we've had one grandma phone last week. No, I'm joking, it wasn't. It was. But Saturdays are quiet.
Yeah, they generally are. Let's see if I can make another Facebook watch party. Anything on your side?
No, nobody.
Right, let's see what I can do. See if I can make some magic happen.
Yes, make some magic happen. Otherwise, I'm going to play games on the computer, on the phone.
We have a question.
Oh, I don't believe it. Why did you frighten me like that?
From a Trudy. Hi to you two.
Hello.
I have a lot of major changes coming up in my life in 2 weeks' time. I'm overwhelmed and confused, and old securities are peeping in and wreak havoc in my head. Do you have any advice?
Old insecurities come to... they do. They attack us when we're most vulnerable. The general question. Well, firstly, I've got to stop this 2-week story because it's putting unnecessary, undue pressure on yourself. So if major changes are going to happen at the end of the month, I take it, the end of the month is going to come by its own self, by its own sweet time. Okay, there's nothing you can do about it. So accept that the month end is coming. You don't have to do anything about that. So what you've got to focus on is the things you can control. That's what you must do. Because in 2 weeks you'll be moved on from this situation. And I'm going to say a more peaceful state is promised to you. So this choppy waters at the moment, you don't have to stress. Let the world turn by itself. Okay, your stress does not turn the world or make it go any quicker or get a solution. Okay, so stop stressing, because you're in danger of crying your eyes out, okay, and losing the plot a little bit. I'm not saying go cuckoo, but I'm saying you're in danger of losing control. And I don't want you to. Okay, the month end is going to come, and you are going to go from this problem to a state of peace. So peace is something to look forward to. So leave that stress at home. You'll get through this. It may seem long, but the minute you start feeling stressed, go and have a bath, go outside, pack a box or whatever you need to do, but stop feeding your stress. Okay?
We have another question.
Hello.
From YouTube, from AP from last night.
Hello, AP.
Saying, hey again, Paul. Thanks for the reading yesterday.
Pleasure.
Can I please get your insight into my next job? Thank you.
00 AP. Insight into your next job. Okay, let's have a little look. Well, insight into your next job. I think there's two jobs calling. Naturally, the first one I think you're initially going to love, but you're going to walk away from it. However, the second one seems you might actually be forced to relocate. There's that much power attached to the second position. Okay. Now, I think the next job you're going to rush into, and you're going to go, gosh, I shouldn't have done this. Okay. And it can be avoided. That's the whole point of people like me. It can be avoided. But it's the second position. And there's something to do with, it may be by a body of water, or it may have the name water, or something along those lines. That is your clue. And the money is staggering in the second job. The first one is like a little bit better. And I don't know why 17 has come up in the first one. But the second one sees you being extremely happy. So I hope that don't rush into the first offer is what I'm saying to you, because it's a bit like dangling the carrot. Okay, I hope that's helped you, AP. Thank you for your comment.
Just waiting. Trudy asked another question, but I'm waiting for some more details.
Okay.
In the meantime, you have some more people joining us tonight. We have a question from Martinette. Is there going to be a shift for me spiritually, financially, and mentally?
Wow, so lots of shifts, eh? Mentally and financially, wow. I sincerely hope so, is my wish. Let's have a look. And you've got some rough days ahead. I can't sugarcoat it. It's going to be rough. And it's going to be rough for the first half of this year. It might might even go into August. That's what's presented to you. Okay. But what I want you to do is not be overwhelmed by all that. And so, the finances, and then my mental state, and therefore it's affecting my spirituality. Let's take a new approach. Okay. Let's start with spirituality. Okay. And what you're doing now is freaking out and stressing out about finances. Let's be honest, it's finances. Okay. You are in debt, I know that. So let's stop putting finances at the top of the list, okay, and put spirituality at the top of the list. Say a prayer. Be more in touch outside and avoid the finances. You've got the responsibility of the debt, and you're going to pay it, but don't let it overwhelm you, because if you had the money, you would. So let's attack this spiritually. And if we put spirituality on top of it, and whatever religion or whatever faith you are, take a step towards it. You'll get through this, but it's going to be a choppy year under these present circumstances.
Okay. Trudy asks, I'll just get back up here. She would like to know relationship-wise, if there's anything there, and I said, could you be a little bit more specific, a current or a future relationship? She says, a current relationship that is heading towards marriage and a new addition to our family I never dreamed of, as well as a new job and income.
Okay, so it's all happening for you, Trudy. Hey? Shame. Okay. Trudy, I'll tell you this now. At the moment, you've got the world on your shoulders, and understandably so. Okay. It's how we handle pressure. If we think of all the pressures we've got, it's going to be overwhelming. And the relationship is, I'm going to say this nicely, it's taking strain, because what you're doing is bringing strain to the relationship, because of all the excitement. But I am to tell you that love is going to win your day. Okay? Let's the natural thing to do is, when we're with a partner, when we've got the stresses and strains of the world, okay, is to turn to that partner and then give them all the stresses and strains which you're experiencing, right? Okay, and that aspect is what the relationship's going through now. So what I would say is, let love win the day rather than stress, because at the moment stress is winning the day. But you're going to get through this, and my belief is in the next couple of months, love shines through. Okay.
Got another question from AP about work. Will I be valued there at the new job, Paul? Thank you for your time.
Will you be valued? Yeah, if it's the second job offer, AP. Jumping cards, we've got to be aware of them. Yeah. In fact, they're going to love you. But it's, as I say, it's the second offer that you get. Going to absolutely love you. Okay, and you're going to love them. Okay, so I'm very happy.
It's gone a bit quiet in the stream.
That's
now.
okay.
You've got some people on Twitch tuning in.
Hello, Twitchers. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the Destiny Hour with Paul. Taking your questions on, well, really anything that's on your mind. So do drop a comment or two, and we'll answer you as best we can. Trudy, you're going to get through this, eh? We're going to get through.
streams to see if I've missed any questions. Doesn't look like it so far. Trudy says, thank you. You two are angels. I will keep you posted.
Yeah, thank you, Trudy, for the comment. And your partner, okay? Smooch him more than you have, okay? Hugs and kisses go a long, long way. So if you find yourself moaning, go, do you know what? I'm going to smooch him. All right. Kill this situation with your love, my baby. Okay. Pepsi time, sponsored by myself. I think everybody's at the restaurant.
All right. We have a question from YouTube from a Passion Ness. Very interesting name.
Passion Ness. Ooh.
Saying, hello, what's coming up from my love life?
It would have to be a Passion Ness. What's coming up with your love life? Ooh. Let's have a look. But thanks for your comment. Well, the next 3 months are going to see you in a fantastic relationship. It's going to knock you off your feet. Going to have to get, I want to say headache pills, but it's going to make your head swirl. Next 3 months. This is going to be absolutely mind-blowing for you. So I know it's Valentine's Day and a lot of people are emotional and sensitive, but it's just a day. What's in store for you is absolutely amazing and magic, and I'm telling you, your head's going to be spinning. Passioness. And you're going to live up to your name, because you're going to be in love. Oh yeah. Thank you.
We have a question from your Facebook group from Julianne. Hi everyone, happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, thank you, Julianne.
You chatted to me a while ago about someone from the past coming back into my life romantically, and that's happened. Do you see good things coming my way, or should I still keep my options open?
See, the second time round, we kind of notice things, don't we? It's kind of as like a stares at us, and it kind of teases us, doesn't it? But I like your attitude. You know what? You've gone like this, and you haven't sort of gone mad. I am going to say this, that I think you should keep your options open. Probably you didn't want to hear that today of all days. But to me, even before I read the cards, something is, it's almost like if he had big ears, okay, they'd look even bigger now. If he had a funny voice, it sounds even weirder now. It's kind of exaggerated, and you go, you know what? I used to like his ears, but they just look. He's looking like an elephant these days. And do you see what I'm saying? So, if I were you, I would treat it for what it is and not what it was, because I don't believe it's as good as it was. All right, so keep your options open, please.
Right, we have a question from YouTube from a Stella. Hello everyone, will I be moving soon?
Hello Stella, welcome from YouTube. Nice to hear from you. Will you be moving soon? Sorry, got caught there. Got caught in a stare. I'm nodding. I should be talking, shouldn't I? How rude. Yes, you will be moving very, very soon. It's a wish of yours. That's what I'm getting. And I don't know if it's something you fought for, but I see a determination and it didn't just happen. You've wanted to move. I don't know. You've got this thing about moving up in the world as well, Stella. You're very, very capable, eh? Oosh. I think if you were an animal, you'd be a bull to a red flag because you're target driven. You're moving. And I want to say in this first quarter, okay, so possibly by April, you'll be out of the situation. And I'm going to say, come up in the world, which is lovely. It's nice to see people progress. Enjoy it. Enjoy the ride.
We got some more people joining us on YouTube, which is wonderful.
Hello, YouTubers. It's the Destiny Hour with Paul. Well, what the heck is that? I'll tell you what it is. This is where we answer questions about life, love, anything you need to make your journey easier.
Trudy's got another question for us. I'm going to pop another question or two about my son Ruan. He is going through a few things, stress in his relationship and job-wise. He has to make decisions because of a cruel employer not renewing his contract on short notice without good reason. What does the future hold for him?
Okay. Wow. Shame. Trudy, it's all happening for you, my baby. Hey? Okay. Ruan. Is that right? Is that what she said? Hey? Mm-hmm. He can't handle that. He's going to move. Okay. The trust and the bond and his loyalty to the company broken. Okay. But he needs to watch his temper. Remember that it's the greatest feeling in the world to tell your boss, take the job and shove it and go mad and tell him what you think. But I'm cautioning him against that because he needs a reference, okay? And he's done very well up until that point. But here's the thing. The boss is going to regret the day and he's actually going to call him back in the near future. But I think your son is going to move on to better things. So he's not going to beat the boss mentally or by being cross or angry. He needs to get his CV or resume out and off he goes. Don't stay and fight. But his boss is going to regret that. So it's the Destiny Hour with Paul and Shay in the background fielding the questions.
We have a question from Michelle on YouTube saying, Hi.
Hi.
Would love to know, will my finances improve? I've been looking for better pay.
Okay, Michelle, welcome. Let's have a little look at that. I don't know why I'm feeling pain. Are you in pain? Yeah. Well, Michelle, it's... I don't know if you've got this sense of you're worth more. Okay, and I agree you are worth more. But I don't believe you're going to get more where you currently are. Okay. But if you did reach out, there is a reward and a benefit for you. Okay. But it would mean setting a standard to what you want. So if you are an hourly paid or waged or salaried, we want to draw it to you. Okay, so make a figure and set that figure, okay, and then send out job applications. It's all looking good for an increase, but there is movement. Thank you. Oh, sorry, I thought you had a question, that's why I rushed.
Just checking the streams to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Don't understand why Facebook groups keep skipping the video like 10 seconds apart. I need to complain to Facebook about that. But just checking. You got a lot of people tuning in on YouTube tonight, which is wonderful.
Yeah, and that's not sticking.
Smooth as silk.
Oh, well, welcome YouTubers. Inviting your questions every night, live from Johannesburg. Whatever's on your mind, psychically, mentally. The idea is to make your journey a little bit easier, or guide you, or give you answers. I'm a full-time psychic, so my job is to help people. So every night we do this from 8 p.m. in Central African time, and drop some comments if you need answers or clarity on anything. In the background you'll hear my daughter Shay, and she fields the questions, and I sit here like a princess. Okay, so if you hear a voice, it's my daughter.
We have to give a shout out because Tato joined. He said, I'm sorry, but I don't have data, but shout out anyway.
Oh, Tatu, how are you? Jerry said she spoke to you this week, and you can't wait for the end of the month when you leave. Well, just remember this, that even though you may be leaving, you've still got a precious, precious friend in Jerry and in Shay. I need you to know that. And you're going to go on to beautiful things. And it's great to hear from you. So, you guys got the Wi-Fi in the township. Is that correct?
Dad. No, he ran out of data, but he wanted to support, so we just...
I love you, Tatu. You know that.
You got some more confirmations from people and some thank yous from everybody.
Well, if you said thank you, then we've struck a nerve. So that makes us feel good. And it makes it all worthwhile if we touched somebody. Okay, just guided them in the right direction. Oh, it means the world to us. So, you might be thinking, I wonder if he's got a website. Well, you'd be thinking correctly. It's www.DestinyHourWithPaul.com, and it gives you a little bit of a bio. It also got a shop on there. I only sell 3 items on the shop, and they're kits. And the kits are if you want to attract love, if you want to attract more money, or if you need protection from anything, whether it's dark forces. And the kit I developed over the past 5 years, and it works. So any kind of difficulties in those areas, protection, love or abundance, it's a worthwhile investment. We've got some incredible stories from clients that have used the products and benefited. So have a look.
Should I run the advert?
In fact, I don't know why I did that, because we got an advert. Hello. I'd like to ask you a question. What if there was a product to invite love into your life? Would you be interested? Hi, I'm Paul Gerald, life coach, counselor and psychic. And welcome to you. I'm proud to introduce my product range. For the past 18 years, I've been helping, coaching, advising clients on all matters of life. Clients would often ask me about the future, love, career, or how to deal with negative energy. A client had come to me in tears about a recent breakup in her relationship,
which inspired me to develop these wonderful products. Our body has certain power points called chakras, which are 7 points of energy centers. So it made perfect sense to me that if the heart chakra needed healing, that's what required the attention.
Oh, okay.
And we're back.
Advert is over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Had to cut the advert short. We had a question from Michelle saying, hello, if I can ask one more question, what does Michael want to say to me?
All right. I take it that Michael has passed. Is that what I'm getting? Well, it's strange to have to say this, but I don't want to sound dramatic, or I don't want to sound cliched. Is probably the best word. But you've got to shine and be the force that you are. I don't know whether Michael has had this sort of hold on your personal growth, and because of the loss, you feel that you have to remain in a state of mourning and loss. The feeling is that you've got to shine, okay, and kind of get back to your old sparkly self. And it's in that your success comes.
She's clarified. She says Michael hasn't passed. He's still in the present. So I'm just waiting to see if there's more details.
Okay, all right.
Just checking the streams now. Waiting to see what the response is.
Your face is funny. Why have you got a funny face?
It's the way I was born. Just waiting. Let's checking the streams. Anything on your side?
Nothing on my side. Nothing at all.
Well, Trudy says you were spot on about the anger issues towards his employer, about her son. And she did the exact same thing to her as well today. And both her and her son are teaching in Thailand. So you're all across the world today, apparently.
It's lovely, Trudy. Thank you for the comments. Yeah, just be careful. His son is volatile. He's like, a powder keg waiting to explode, and he needs to calm down. Really.
Michelle then says, apparently Michael hasn't passed. I want to know what exactly he has to say to me, or what he's going to say.
This Michelle?
Yes.
Who is Michael, Michelle? Is the guy living, or is he an ex? What is he going to say to you? We'd need a little bit more details on that, if you don't mind. It's a curious question, my girl. Is there anything else?
Waiting. There's a 30-second delay on the YouTube stream, so just waiting. But you do have some more people joining in to watch, which is lovely as always.
Welcome to the Destiny Hour with Paul. If you have got any questions about anything, please ask and we answer them. Every night here live from Johannesburg, South Africa at 8 p.m. Central African time.
She says he's living, he's just my friend, or he's my friend.
I don't know. You playing mind games, you two. Is that what's going on here? Because I'm getting the fact that it's stubborn, that's for sure. And it's actually very childish. I'm not going to phone him. What's he going to say to me? It's really not that important, is it? If you've got a friendship, then surely you'll be able to talk it out. But as long as, the stubbornness involved and people are behaving like kids, well, it's a bit pointless, really. So I can see use both waiting for the phone to ring but not bothering to call each other. But you probably will be friends once this blows over in about a month.
Question from AP, just a bit more details on that. They say, can I please ask if there's an international move in relation to the next job? The second one that you mentioned.
Is that the one I talked about, water?
Yes.
AP. Good question. Yeah. I had a strong pull for water. Can it be across the water? Yeah, it can be. So even moving out of an area can also, but yes, strong pull. And it seems to be your passion. Okay, so yeah, looking good, AP.
Right, we have 15 minutes left.
15 minutes left. What are we to do? We could answer some questions.
Just waiting to see if people have any questions. We can't do this without your questions, everyone.
Yes, when Shay starts complaining, then there's big trouble. So, questions, please, about anything or anybody.
Right. I'm very surprised. YouTube's been quite a lot of people watching tonight, which is absolutely brilliant.
Lovely.
You got a greeting from someone who's called themselves Lemon Zest, saying hello.
Hello, Lemon Zest.
Waiting. May I get a career read from Lemon Zest?
Lemon Zest. I don't know, I've got a strong pull towards studying. You thinking about studying, Mr. Lemon Zest? Or Miss? Could it be a miss? Are you a female lemon or a male lemon? Here's the thing. Do you need to update on some courses or study? Because that seems to be the almost a stumbling block or a hurdle for you. Okay, if you could update on courses, then I can see definite movement. But at the moment, it's if you were to move, it'll be much of the same. You sort of move sideways rather than upwards. So any investment, if I were you, would be in study. Okay, some kind of course. I hope that's making sense to you. Refresher course or something like that. But for the moment, you're stuck. Unless you throw caution to the wind and move sideways, which is a bit pointless, really. Why would you want to move sideways? But movement soon, should you study.
We have a question from, I'm just going to call them M.
M.
Yeah. They say, can I have a reading, please, a love reading, please, about a possible future relationship?
Okay. M.
Yeah.
Hello, M. This person you, I was going to say, are interviewing or on trial has the potential to grow. This relationship, it has. It's a strong future bond. There's still a few little things to get sorted out, but you it's a definite relationship. I take it that you are a lady. I'm cautioning you that it might be so good that there may be a pregnancy. So if you're not wanting to plan a family, I'm warning you about that very aspect. And the possibilities are very, very strong. So I just want the relationship to be for what you want it to be, rather than what it has to be. Okay, so guard against that, please, Emma. And I wish you all the luck in the world. It's nice, this relationship. Nice. It's a keeper.
We've got some more people joining on Twitch and YouTube. That just blew up really quickly. Wow.
Shay's using her deep voice, saying that we're getting some response. Everything's about love tonight, isn't it? Really? Apart from poor old Trudy, and a few Korea. Well, so not everybody is out in the restaurant buying roses and whispering sweet nothings. I thought that we'd be very quiet tonight.
Well, we've got thank yous from Lemon Zest and M.
Really, thank you, Lemon Zest. So funny. And M, thank you so much for commenting. It means the world to us. And let us know how it goes, because we're always interested on feedbacks. That's for sure. So YouTubers, drop your comments, please, because at the top of the hour, I've got to take all this makeup off, do my hair and nails. The older you get, the longer it takes for you to go to bed.
Yeah, very interesting question.
From
a Carmen on YouTube. Hi guys.
Hi.
I would love to know, when will I have a child?
Carmen, thank you. It's a lovely question. Lovely name. Always a mystery about that, isn't there? Yeah. That name. What's your name? I'm Carmen. I don't know. There's like a very, very mystical Arabian theme. I like that. A child, you say? When was that the question? When will I have one?
Yes.
Don't know where you're calling from, but if it's cold, you'll be snuggling up in the next 3 months. If it's hot, things will be heating up in the next 3 months. So if that's one of your wishes, Carmen, or plans, keep practicing. The next 3 months, very fortunate for you. And I wish you all, I hope it's everything you want. I really do. It's a lovely thing, childbirth. Gorgeous.
Trudy back again, saying, I apologize for needing more confirmation.
It's all right, Trudy.
I want it to be my fairy tale. I want it all. Everything I dreamt about. will I experience true, sorry, she just commented again. Will I experience true, pure love from, I'm assuming Dirk is her husband, so Dirk, and he from me, and are we going to have a baby?
What is this about babies tonight? Everybody wants to reproduce. It's wonderful. Trudy, true love. That is a work in motion, isn't it? The more love you give, the more love you get, right? So Trudy, is he the right guy for you? If that's the underlying theme? Yeah, he is. He's a heck of a guy. He really is. And I can feel love around you guys. In regard to a baby, is it something you truly want? Is it something? It sounds terrible, doesn't it? Do you truly want a child? Or is there an alternative reason for that? And, people have children to try and keep people together or to try and make it better, and not for the sake of having children. And that is what's up in the air in my mind. If it's for the right reasons, okay, then I think you will be blessed with another child. But I've got a feeling that there's a few things that need to be sorted before that gift is given. And one of them is, are you content and truly happy with your partner, with your life? And then it's time. Once those things are, once they're calm, if I say that, then I think it's the right time. But there's every possibility that after June, if you're still in that state of mind, it's very, very strong possibility.
She says, I do want kids because he never had kids. I want to give him the daughter he desires.
Ah, okay. And you desire. See, it's a two-way street, isn't it, Trude? I do believe that you will be perhaps September. There is some news in that regard, providing you again get through the year calmly. But there's every possibility that you're going to get that wish. Every possibility, Trudy. Okay.
We have a question from Stella. I'm not too sure the phrase of it, but I'm sure that you do. May I know the Alec thoughts of me? A-L-I-K. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. It's not a phrase I've heard before.
Can you rephrase that, Stella? Because we're a little bit dumb here.
Just waiting for that. Checking the streams. Some more people joining on Twitch and Facebook. Which is wonderful.
Yeah, welcome if you're just joining us to the Destiny Hour with Paul. We're inviting questions on anything really. Any queries or troubles you may have, please drop a comment and let's see if we can help in any way.
Here we go. Oh, what is Alex' feelings, or what he thinks of me? So someone thinking, what are someone's thoughts of Stella?
What does he think of you? Okay. Thank you for reposting. I think he's... Well, what does he think of you? If you're thinking, does he like you? Is he upset with you in any way? I think there's been perhaps a little tiff or a disagreement, and perhaps your personality came out a little bit too strong. So there is a bit of that going on. But I'm to tell you that you're admired, okay? And I think if you got over whatever hiccup or speed bump you guys had, I think it's an excellent relationship, okay? And it should clear itself. If you were wrong in any way, then it's okay for you to say, you know what? Sorry, I came across a bit strong, or sorry, I did wrong. And I think this can be repaired if there is a little bit of a rift. But he holds you in high regard. Okay? Between 7 and 9 out of 10. How does that sound? That's a good pass from in my book.
And with that, we have been on for an hour.
Have we been on for an hour already? Apparently Facebook was skipping like a little girl on a skipping rope.
And you two brought that to...
So we're sorry for that broadcast, all that nonsense. Anyway, tomorrow we'll be back at 8 o'clock, fielding questions on life, love.
One more question. Sorry to interrupt you. From Emma. I'm sorry, can I get another question? Can I ask another question? Is there a general guidance for me in regards to my life or path? I don't know if I can ask that.
A general... Your mum's come out strong. Okay? So I don't know if she was a big influence in your life, or there was some kind of... Your mum has come out strong in your guidance or the way you do things. Okay? You seem to... You can be very determined. You've got a feisty spirit, and that can lead you off a little bit. But to answer your question, you are your own person, no doubt. But I think what you would need as sort of a guide or a standard is sort of, what would Mum think of this, if that's at all possible. And you should be fine. You've got a, as I say, a lot of character, and you are going to be a success, Em. I'll tell you that much. You are going to be a success. But if you know you are feeling a bit lost and sideways, kind of say to yourself, what would Mum do? All right, and it's a good standard in your case. Okay, if it was my case and I said, what would my mum do? Then it probably go and walk into a wall. But in your case, follow your mum. Okay, you're a good girl, Em.
And with that, I believe believe we can end the Destiny Hour.
Destiny Hour has been ended. I wish you all a pleasant Valentine's Day, and I wish you love. If you don't get the love, then love yourselves. Thank you. See you tomorrow, 8 p.m. Peace.